Hi guys, Adam back again with the Studie. So what have I done? I cleaned up all the undercarriage, the chassis. I've given this a kind of black. Some of the other trim, I've done a machinery grey, not trim, the part of the front end. I've done machinery grey. So this is done. I've done the this support here for the radiator. And I've also painted these at the front. So I'm getting ready for when the engine's ready to go back in. But you can see over here, the trunk, I think I said before, the boot lid and the bonnet were the two sort of best panels. I thought the trunk had quite a few little dings, and it's still got this fella up here, which I want to probably weld something on and pull it out. It's a bit too deep. This was just filled. It's about, let's have a look. It's probably almost 1/4 inch, be 6 or 7 mils or something deep in the deepest part. It's deeper than I want to fill. So I'm going to pull that out a little bit. That's why I haven't touched that. But the rest of it, it's looking pretty good. It's feeling pretty smooth. I haven't finished the sanding totally, but it's certainly feeling pretty good in most of it. So once that's filled and once that corner over there is done, that will be ready for another coat of epoxy primer. There's a couple of other things that I've done on the body. This corner here, this had some knock. It had been beaten out from the inside, but it was pretty rough. And this was filled with bog. So I've got to touch it up in a couple of little places, but this is feeling lots better. All along here, this is at the bottom of the fin, and there's a piece of bright work that covers the bottom of the fin. So I'm not going to worry too much. You can see it's a bit rough up through here, as long as it's not going to rust more, as long as it's primed well, the metal's coated. I'll probably leave it because, as I said before, I'm going to put the fin on and affix the fin. The fin will be fixed on, and where the seam is on the inside here, I'll put some Bondo in to make it all smooth and make it watertight. So that's pretty much what's happening at the moment. This afternoon, I go and pick up the camshaft. The camshaft has been reground, and the lifters have been machined. Little lifters have to have a slight, convex. They've got to be slightly rounded on the bottom, so they are more gentle on the camshaft. So I've got the lifters done and the cam. So that's exciting. I'll go and pick that up today. And the engine is pretty much almost done. They want the flywheel. They're going to balance the engine once they got the camshaft. So it's all happening. It's getting very, very much further along than it was a little while ago. A few hours later, and everything is primed. Fairly happy with how most of it turned out. You can see makes it clear where we need some filler or bodywork. I've got these down here. It's the back of the front quarter panel, just next to the passenger door. All along here is a little bit rotten, so I'm not sure whether I'll fill that or maybe cut it out. And there's also, makes it more clear where these little bumps or dents in the roof. It's all along this side. I'd say maybe a tree fell on it while it was parked or something. So there's a few things in the roof, but everything else is pretty good. It was good to get all the inside of the doors. They're all done. They all look pretty good. But yeah, the big thing that was really good was getting the engine bay. There was actually a lot of preparation to get the engine bay ready for an undercoat. Some places like down in here, I wasn't really able to get to. I might even touch them up with some with a paintbrush. But yep, all of that's covered and looks fairly good. There's not too much work that needs doing along there. Panels are pretty good. All the front assembly, it's a lot of little nooks and crannies up through here and down under the front. So all of them are covered, which I'm happy about. As I said, quite a lot of work to leave all the electricals in, but be able to get to it to put a coat of paint on. So yeah, turned out good. All of this looks pretty good along here. That doesn't really need anything done. It's Benny Boy. Hey Benny Boy, how are you? It's our resident donkey. So yeah, quite happy with that. I had a little bit of a problem when I painted these. I don't know why when I did the first coat, first batch of primer I put through went really well. This was the second, and it went on really thick and lumpy. So I adjusted it and I increased the pressure, and it turned out better. This is the front assembly that goes down at the front of the car, and most of it's not really seen, but that'll need a bit of that'll need a little bit of sanding. But other parts like this came up really nice. I did the inside of these today. This was done the other day. That was pretty good. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. It's particularly when we're in our winter and it's fairly moist, so it's really good to get the metal covered and to give it a good base. So all of this is going to need a sand down, a little bit of body work to do. I still haven't done the metal. These definitely going to be cut out and the patch replaced. Ideally, I would do this as well. There's no active rust in there. There was no active rust in there before I took it back. And I kind of feel that this part down here, to replace that panel and keep it all flat, if I was to do it myself, would be a little bit tricky. This is easy. This is totally easy because, as I've said before, this is covered by the fin. The fin goes around here, so this will be totally covered. It's just going to be done so it's sort of structurally better and to get rid of the hole. So this is easy, but things like this, yeah, because it's fairly straight, no rust, and there's only really a series of little pock marks. I think the previous person had dented it in a little bit to give it more to bite to when they put the filler in. So I'll give this a sand and then give it a fill. I don't think I'll cut the metal out. So yeah, that's today's work. As I said, it was our first clear and sunny day for the last few weeks. It was a perfect day. Being that it's midwinter's not, or just after midwinter, it's not the best time to be doing body work. I've been reminded by people, but it's looking pretty good. It's drying well. It will take longer to cure the 2-pack epoxy because it's cold, but yeah, no, all good. Happy with how it's gone, and as I said, really happy to have the bare metal covered again, and also to have the engine bay, which I'm I'm pretty happy with. So thanks for checking in, and keep watching.